Owning the copyright to your music and securing your royalties is very important, but it can be daunting because of all the organizations involved and all the many registrations you have to go through in order to secure your royalties of every kind. On the last episode of Music Business Monday, I shared with you a single release strategy that's very powerful and features several stages. I'm going to take the next couple of episodes of Music Business Monday to explain some of those stages and break them down in the most elaborate way I can. Today we're starting with registering your copyright for your music and securing your royalties. We'll talk about all the different organizations and services involved and what you need to do in order to secure all your royalties. I mean, of every kind. And that's what's coming up. Hey, I'm Akurios and you're welcome to this episode of Music Business Monday. And today we're dedicating this episode to helping you secure your royalties, register your music, and secure every kind of royalty that you are entitled to. If this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Akurios. I'm a musician, a music producer, a voice coach, an audio engineer, among other things. And I'm only here to help musicians find the courage to pursue a career in music and earn a living in the process. If you're interested in sharpening your music business skills or learning how to make money from your musical craft, then this channel was made specifically for you. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and tap the notifications bell so that you're notified every single time there's new content on this channel or there's a new episode of Music Business Monday. Now let's get straight to it. The first thing most of us think about when we're about to release a piece of music to the world is involving an online music distributor. That's the first thing we think about, and I'm going to tell you what they do. What they do is they take your music and they present that piece of music in its digital form to as many streaming platforms as possible. Some of them can have it on over 150 streaming sites, some up to 200. It depends on who you're dealing with. And these online music distributors claim to collect all your royalties from all these streaming sites as your music is being enjoyed and listened to by listeners on these platforms. And they may not even have working business relationships with some other streaming platforms that may be using your music. There are different types of royalties, and I have a video on this channel that talks about the different types of royalties and who is responsible for each of them. I'm going to leave the link to that particular video in the descriptions of this video so that you can check it out after watching this one. Since your online music distributor may not be covering every ground, you may want to register with SongTrust. SongTrust is a global publishing administration organization that covers your performance royalties from all around the world. So wherever in the world your music is used, SongTrust is going to get your royalties for you. That's what they claim anyway. Now, they are in partnership with several PROs across the world that they work with in order to collect your royalties as your music is being used in these countries. It's an incredibly daunting process to register with all the PROs in all the countries of the world. That's if it's even possible. Okay? This is why SongTrust exists, to help you take care of all your royalties from all the countries across the world. But there's one PRO that you must register with even before you start all this, and that's the PRO in your country. A PRO is a performing rights organization that's responsible for collecting royalties from organizations that use your music in your country. They collect fees from media houses that play your music and entertainment outfits that use your music for their events and to entertain their guests. And these fees are distributed as royalties to artists who are registered to the PRO. So you have to be registered to the PRO in your own country, as well as register with SongTrust that helps you register with PROs in several countries of the world. You see how that works, right? In Nigeria, we have MCSN, that's the Music Copyright Society of Nigeria, and we also have COSON, Copyright Society of Nigeria, okay? So do your research and choose whichever PRO that suits you. Now, remember I talked about some digital royalties that your online distributor may have missed. And these royalties are performance royalties from non-interactive streaming services. These are services where listeners don't have the luxury of choosing the music they want to listen to. So these services may decide to play your music even though nobody requests to listen to it. You could view them as online radio stations, okay, like Pandora and SiriusXM. Sound Exchange is a collecting organization specifically dedicated to non-interactive streaming services. So when your music is played on Pandora or SiriusXM or any other online radio station or non-interactive streaming service, no matter where it is in the world, Sound Exchange will collect the royalties from these services and deliver to you. So we've talked about registering with your PRO in your location, in your country of residence. We've talked about, of course, online distribution with an online aggregator like DistroKid, AWOL, and so on and so forth. And we've talked about Song Trust and also Sound Exchange. But we haven't mentioned anything about the actual copyright of your piece of music. And that's because these four processes don't handle the issue of copyright ownership from the foundation. Whoever owns the copyright is entitled to all the royalties that will come from the musical work. This means that you have to possess a legal document that proves that that particular piece of music is your own intellectual property. And the organization that will help you with this is the Copyright Office in your country of residence. In Nigeria, we have the Nigerian Copyright Commission. All collecting organizations will need you to prove that you actually own the copyright to the piece of music that you're presenting to them. Or at least they're going to have you attest to being the legal owner of this music before they can give you the royalties. And I'm sure you wouldn't want anybody to come along in the future and claim the royalties that you've worked so hard for simply because they own the legal copyright to a song that's supposed to be yours. And this is why you need to take care of all these things from all angles so that there's no loophole now and there'll be no loophole in the future. Do well to check out some of the other resources on this channel, talking about how to upload your music to DistroKid for international distribution, and also learning about the different types of royalties that we have. If you found that helpful, go ahead and tap the like button, give it a thumbs up so more people can find it, as I always say. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do well to tap that subscribe button and tap the notifications bell so that you're notified every time there's new content on this channel. And also ask me questions. Reach out to me if there's anything you'd like to ask me or anything you need clarification on. Do well to shoot me an email, send me a message, or drop a comment in the comment sections below, and I'll be glad to get back to you. So till next time when we see again on Music Business Monday, I'm Akurios, and I'm out.